Hello, and welcome to prayer time this evening. This was supposed to be a pre recorded show, but I changed it up here and decided you would get me in the flesh this evening here. So, wanted to, well, hello to you, Wayne. Thank you for joining us this evening. You wanted to just start off by just kind of explaining what we do here. We hold prayers in the morning at 8:15 in the morning and 8:15 in the evening Mountain Standard Time. We also do take prayer requests. So if you do have something that's on your heart space, just know that we do take it very seriously. Excuse me. We have both practitioners and ministers alike who do hold that golden thread of truth for you on things that are going on here. So just know that if you have something that's going on, we are able to help you out here and hold that truth for you. But just kind of wanted to, we're getting to the point here, where our week is over here. We got Halloween coming up. And I was really kind of thinking about, what is a topic? What am I going to be talking about today? And oftentimes when I can't find a topic, I love going into the back of the Science of Mind textbook. There's a whole bunch of just little readings that are really meant to make you think. And this one comes from the Bible. It's from the concept is divine forgiveness. It's from passages of Matt, and it's 18:21 for those who want to play the home game and follow along. But this is the reading here for today. It talks about the concept of divine forgiveness. In the next passage, Jesus clearly explains the meaning of divine forgiveness. He says, what we should forgive until 70 times 7. This is but another way of saying that forgiveness is eternal and ever available. What a load is dropped from the shoulders of personal responsibility, we realize that the eternal mind holds naught against anyone. But to those who feel that this is unfair, it will be a hard saying. What says one, are not my virtues to be rewarded above those who have none? O foolish one and blind, what do you know about virtue? Has your life always been beyond reproach? Have you never fallen short of the divine calling? Who are you to point the finger of scorn at your brother? The man who feels self-righteous, rise from his petty virtues, lives a life of self-delusion. Know this, virtue does not know if it is virtuous, and could it know, it would immediately become vicious. Virtue is as sweet as the morning dew, soft as the evening star, and brilliant as the noonday sun. Could the dew tell why it is sweet, the star why its light is soft, or the sun why it shines? When we learn to put away our petty virtues with our put away our petty virtues with our petty vices, then shall we see clearly, not what either virtue or vice is, but what truth is. The mind which condemns understands not the truth of being, and the heart which should shut the door of its bosom to one is mistaken, strangles its own life, closing its eyes to a greater vision. The biggest life is the one which includes the most. Now, not that we foster vice or place a premium upon wrongdoing, but that we understand the frailties of human nature and learn to overlook much. To him who loves much, much is forgiven. So it's interesting because he uses the term 70 times 7. Now I don't know about you, but things that I've been flustered upon, I think it's hard for me to imagine. Was that 4,900 times? But it's a really kind of a way that they're talking about that eternal aspect. But more so what this reading is really talking about is putting your energy in a pointed place, because when you are recognizing it, you're dropping that energy. One of my things I used to do in the past, just for some people who do know me, is I used to read tarot. And one of the tarot cards it's the Ten of Wands. And I encourage you to take a look or Google the picture of the Ten of Wands. Not that I'm promoting tarot or anything like that, but the picture is worth it. It's very pointed in what it is, and it shows somebody normally with a sack that's full of these big long pieces of lumber, 2x4s, what have you. And what they're really kind of talking about is that burden that's on here. But the hidden meaning in the card is not that we have a burden that we carry, but that burden is an illusion, that is a facade, that it is there. And at any time we can drop that sack. There's not a need or importance for us to keep it. So it's kind of really, interesting to think about, even things that we're angry about, upset about, there's that greater purpose to it. What how do we lead that light worker life opposed to leading that life where we're petty? So just something to think about, and something that's in my heart space tonight. And anywho, we're going to go ahead and get going with our prayer. So I just invite you, wherever you are at, just kind of take a second, stretch back here. As we get ready to go into prayer, I just kind of invite, I'm always a big fan of stretching things out here. I think it helps us connect. I don't know. There's no research that talks about stretching before praying, but I know I always enjoy it. All righty. So as we get ready to conclude our evening, I just see this beautiful image, this beautiful fall evening that's there. And what I just know is that there are so many demonstrations of this thing that's called God that exists around here in this day. From the pumpkins outside to the pumpkin spice coffee at Starbucks to the apple cider that you have, to the hot cocoa, to the smile of children in a costume, to the joy of the seasons changing, the leaves falling. I just know that all these are demonstrations of this thing called God. And it doesn't matter what we call it, whether we call it God, spirit, the divine, love, nature. What does matter is that it is everything around us. There is no place that we are where God is not. And I just know that our minds are filled with this divine intelligence, this love, this light, this happiness, this joy. The emotions, the feelings that we have are part of this divine creative media. My minds are one within that mind of God. We are unified, one together. And just know and just declare that in this space, this beautiful seasons changing, I just know that this aspect of love and peace comes to the forefront this evening. I just know in this time, there's a calling, a spiritual awakening to consciousness, to growth, to prosperity, to abundance that comes out in this forefront here today, that comes out as millions of people are getting ready to change their career or switch to a different opportunity. I just know that this divine flow of abundance surrounds each of these beautiful souls as they go through this chapter. I just know whether it is moving on to a new position or trying to find that right position, I know that divine flow, that creative intelligence that exists within our mind comes out to that forefront, points us in that right direction. For there's no place where we are not without that divine intelligence. There's no place where we are not within on that path to spirit. And as we continue to grow, as we further expand our abilities, our spiritual awakening, our consciousness, we just cross up this path, this long and windy path towards spirit, towards enlightenment, towards this higher vibrational energy of love and light, of just being the virtues that we talk about in that reading, moving away from the vices, moving away from this world of form for the temptations and the things that are placed in front of us. And I just give deep gratitude for being able to hold this prayer this evening, being able to be a part of this New Thought prayer team, being able to share the prayer during this time as the seasons change, and just knowing this truth here, knowing that nothing else needs to be said. I just simply am one with this release of this prayer. I release this prayer into this law of love and light, knowing it to be so, knowing all is well, knowing seeds have already been planted. They have already shown that harvest that's there. Nothing else needs to be done. We just shut this monkey mind off here, allow us just to be, and fall back into this breath, this beautiful fall air that surrounds us here. Just releasing this prayer into the law. Together we come together, and today we say, and so it is. What a beautiful way just to end our night here tonight. And I just want to remind you that if you do have the ability, we do have our donate button on the New Thought Media Network. Helps us contribute and do more and more, which we definitely do appreciate. But we're going to go ahead and just get you moving here. But I just wanted to thank you for just being able to hold this prayer for you guys this evening. And if you have any prayer requests, just a reminder that you can always go to that prayer@ntmedia.org and send an email, and we do get that addressed on here. And it's something that we take very, very seriously. So just a heads up to you. And I'm looking for one more thing I wanted to show once I find it. Hold on here. All right. So just a reminder here that tomorrow morning, we do have morning prayers at 8:15. And then, we really have Sunday in Praise. And we have the Centers for Spiritual Living Midtown and Denver that are at 9 a.m. respectively. So I invite you, if you do have the ability to join us tomorrow morning, feel free to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and log off for tonight. Wishing you all the best, but much love and light, my friends. Peace and blessings until we meet again. This is Joe signing off, but take care. Be safe. Namaste. Have a great rest of your evening, and start Sunday off with a bang. Wherever it is that you're doing, just start it off knowing, being on that virtue side rather than that vice side. And once again, and so it is. Peace and blessings, my friends. Have a great day.